These old A models, they'll go just about anywhere. They geared so low, you know, back then they didn't build them for speed anyway. They built them for pulling power, more or less, you know.
They use them as tractors somewhat?
These little old A models have been the most abused car ever was. They cut them down and made little old tractors. And I've got one laying right there cut apart that they ruined it and made a little tractor thing out of it.
When did you get your A model?
Oh, I've had this in about a year now. Got it in Butcher Valley, Tennessee. I went through there one Sunday morning and saw it sitting in a big barn. I stopped and asked them that evening how much it'd take for it, and they told me. And then I went back later and made them an offer, and they took it. These are expensive toys. Back when they bought new, they only cost $650. This one right now, I've got 20,000 in it and wouldn't take 40 for it.
So you had to fix it up after you bought it?
It was 50% restored when I got it. And it cost me a lot of money to get it to where it is now. But it's just the same as a brand new A model.
You got it fixed up about like new.
It is the same as new, yeah. That's a very steep mountain we're heading up. It'll have to take low gear most of the way. But it's going real good in second right now. It's very steep. Yeah, I learned to drive in one identical to this right here, only it wasn't in nothing this good a shape. It was just an old rusty beat up A model. But it would run. It run real good. It run as good as this or better.
Whose car was that?
It was my uncle's car. I eventually got it from him later on. He sold it to me for $20. And I kept it sitting up there behind the house at Mom and Dad's for a long time. And then I got me a 48 Plymouth car, and I was wanting to go to town one Saturday evening, didn't have no money to buy no gas or nothing. And I sold my A model to my mom so I could get me some money to go out on the town with. And I sold it to her for $85. She let it sit there another year or two. And there's some preacher from over in Franklin, North Carolina, come along and give Mom $500 for the thing. She made pretty good interest on her money. But I wish I had it back now. You ain't got the real thing if you ain't got an A model. The real, everything about it real. It's really getting steep right here. You can hear it pulling harder and harder. But there ain't nowhere this thing won't go. I mean, if you put it in low gear, it's gonna go or break an axle once. See, these cars were made back when there wasn't no roads anyway. They had to be tough. You take a modern day car like today, you couldn't take it where one of these things would even start. You can put a set of chains on this and take it where you can a four-wheel drive Jeep. I've seen my uncle do it. I remember when this road used to be gravel, there were signs up through here telling you to put it in low gear. Well, you had to because it wouldn't pull it in no other gear anyway. I've seen them sitting up through here, new cars sitting there smoking and steaming like it's going to blow up. Now we're about to enter the Cataloochee Ranch property. We'll just drive out that range. You've never seen it, have you? Now we're turning around in the yard at the Cataloochee Ranch, 1 mile high. You want to get a picture of the ranch, there it is.